channel. It's Kia and I'm back with another video. Before I even get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Join the family. If you're new, I'm Kia, and hit the subscribe button. Okay, so this is not going to be a long introduction. I'm just going to get right into it. So y'all, I'm going to be telling y'all about my college roommate horror story. Now this had to happen like, okay, first don't pay attention to my nails, y'all. I literally broke them. This happened probably so long ago, y'all. This happened my sophomore year in college. I've been out of college a whole year now, so it's been some time. But I don't know what made me think of it, but I was like, perfect video. It's past now, like nobody would even know who I'm talking about. So yeah, so let's just get right into it. So I got my book right here. This is my little journal, y'all, that I write in. I wrote down everything, that way I didn't forget to give y'all the details, because so much happened. I wanted to make sure, you know, I told the story right. So this took place during my sophomore year of college, and I think this took place in the spring semester. Yeah, it took place in spring semester. But the roommate that I had before moved out. I'll probably get fake names because I don't want to, you know, put anybody's names out there. But my roommate had moved out because she was transferring back to her home to go to school in her state. I get a new roommate. So she moves in and she introduces herself to everybody. You get what I'm saying? And everything is pretty much cool for, I would want to say, a good 2.5 weeks. Everything is cool. Now this is where it starts to get, it just starts to go left from here. So that's when I'm gonna grab my book, y'all. My roommate, she was dirty, y'all. Filthy, like dirty. Like I'm finna paint a picture for y'all. Okay. Now, mind you, all of my stuff is already set up in the bathroom and all, because I've already been living there for a semester. You get what I'm saying? So all of my stuff is already set up. So when she moves in, I mean, she has stuff, but it's kind of pointless to put it up because, you know, my stuff is in there. So I go in the bathroom, and let me just say, there was hair everywhere. Hair everywhere. Okay, the girl had dreads, right? Really long dreads. And when she would wash her hair, there would be hair everywhere. And I wish I had pictures, y'all. I probably can find some pictures. If I can, I would definitely be putting them up into here. Like I said, this happened so long ago, but I may be able to have something on my phone, hopefully still. But like, hair was just everywhere, y'all. Like, and I'm not only talking about hair from your head, like shaving hair too. Y'all get what I'm saying? Never clean out the tub. And when I go in there, it's pubic hair, hair on your head, hair from shaving. That's nasty. And you ain't even clean it out. You just left it at the bottom of the tub. Disgusting. Disgusting. From there on, you know, I was like, okay, I have to say something because that's nasty. Like, this is my bathroom, and I don't do that. Like, that's real trifling. So I knocked on her door, whatever, y'all, and I was just like, you know, can you start cleaning up the shower? You know, clean out the tub after you're done, because you like leave hair everywhere. And she was like, oh, no problem, my bad. Yeah, I got you. I'll clean it up. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. So you walk in, there's a living room, there's the kitchen, and then the two roommates are in the back. And then on our side, there was her room. Then there's a long hallway where you have 2 sinks, and then you have the bathroom, and then you have my room. So we had 2 sinks, but we shared that common area, if you get what I'm saying. Okay. Now, I kept everything in my room, y'all. Everything. Majority of the stuff, 99% of my items I kept in my room. Like, I did not have out in the open or none of that because I just didn't trust people. So there were 2 sinks, and there was, like, you know, a huge mirror, her side, my side. And the sinks were like conjoined. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't have anything out there because I just didn't trust people. So like my face wash and all of that stuff, I didn't have it there. I had one thing out there, which was my Clarisonic spin brush to wash my face, but everything else was in my room. So one day I come out in the morning to wash my face, brush my teeth, get ready for class, and all her stuff is taking over the whole, like literally it's probably like the size of my desk, the size of this table, y'all, and like she was taking over both sides, her side and my side, with hair products, with vitamins, with medicine, with facial, I mean everything was just everywhere. And I'm just looking like, now this is my little area, why is your things in my area? This is what I'm thinking, but I'm like, you know what, I'm not even going to trip. I don't have nothing out here anyway, so I guess she felt like she can use the whole, you know, the whole vanity basically. And I was just like, whatever, I'm not even gonna get into it because I have one more semester left. I mean, this is the last semester before school is over, so I'm not even gonna trip about it. After that, it was just a build up with this girl, y'all. It was just like a build up. So after all of that, me and the other two roommates start to notice a guy in our room, right? So it turns out it's her boyfriend or whatnot. Now she didn't like introduce us to her boyfriend or whatnot. He just started, you know, coming there. And then it became where he was there all the time. He was there all the time, y'all. So like she would, to the point where she would leave to go to class and he'll still be there. She'll leave to go to the store and he'll still be there. Like he was there all the time. Remember how I just told y'all that we shared that area with this, we shared a bathroom in the little area where the sinks are. So one day I am walking in to my room. My back, like here's my room and here's the bathroom. Like, they're like smack right there, right? I'm walking in and the door opens and here comes the boyfriend out the bathroom, and he just has like a towel wrapped around his waist, right? No shirt and no nothing. He just got a towel wrapped around his waist. And like it was awkward because it's like, first of all, this is a resident of all girls. This is a all girls room. Why do you feel so comfortable walking around with just a towel on? Why do you feel comfortable doing that? So I'm just looking, I look at like, what the, and he looks at me and like a little smirk. Like, what, in the back of my head I'm thinking like, what is you smiling at me for? Like, gone. Okay. So like I told y'all, he was there all the time, right? So it became very uncomfortable for all of us because he was there all the time, and like we felt like we couldn't, you know, walk around like we wanted to. If I want to walk around in some small shorts and a sports bra, I can do that. This is my residence, but we didn't feel comfortable with him being there all the time. All right, so it seemed like every time, now I could be tripping because I was being paranoid, but I'm pretty sure I wasn't tripping. Every time I got out the shower, y'all, like of course you could hear the shower water turn off. Every time I came out the bathroom, y'all, he was standing in the hallway where the sinks were, like every single time I would come out the bathroom. So I'm starting to think like, okay, maybe I'm thinking it's coincidence, or maybe he just coming out the room because he has to use the bathroom. And soon, you know, as soon as I came out, he wanted to go in. But no, it was never like that. It was like he would just be standing in the hallway, and when I come out, like I got my towel wrapped around me or whatnot, and he'll just kind of like be standing there, and I'm looking like, what is happening at this point? Because this nigga is weird. And where's your girlfriend? Like, why are you standing in a hallway waiting for me to come out the bathroom? Like, it was just weird. So it came to a point where I have this thing where I do not like putting clothes on in the bathroom. I have to put my clothes on and stuff in my room. That's how I get ready. I shower, put my towel around me, go in the room, moisturize. I cannot do that in the bathroom, especially when it's hot and steamy. And because I like real hot showers, and then I feel like I sweat and I got to get back in the shower again. So I like to go in a cool area like my room and, you know, get ready. So, but it came to a point that I couldn't even do that because I felt so paranoid and so awkward and like just ill. Like, why are you here? I started getting dressed in the bathroom. So when I came out, it'd be like I'm already dressed. You get what I'm saying? And low key, you could see the disappointment on his face once he caught on to what I was doing. He was weird. he starts to get real comfortable. I mean, he was already comfortable before, but this way he started to get real comfortable. So he started smoking weed in the living room. So in my dorm, you know, I mean, any dorms, I feel like you get fined for, you know, things like that, smoking or whatnot. And then you could walk past somebody's room and smell, you know, the weed from like coming underneath the doors. And a lot of people at that time was getting fines and getting in trouble for that. So my other roommate, she wanted to have like a little house meeting or whatnot. And she told the girl, like, listen, your roommate, I mean, your nigga can't be smoking like in the living room, because first of all, you don't know if somebody got asthma. You don't know if somebody doesn't even like the smell of weed. Like, you didn't ask anybody, was anything okay? Y'all get what I'm saying? And then if anything happens, if we get a fine, he not gonna pay. The four of us are gonna have to pay. And I'm not paying for nothing that I did not do. I'm not doing that. So we asked her, can she let her nigga know no more smoking in the living room? This nigga continues to smoke in the living room. So I don't know if she never told him, or it was more so he was just like, please, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. Like, forget y'all. If I want to smoke in the living room, I'm gonna smoke in the living room. So from there, this is when it starts to get real hostile, because it's like, okay, you don't even live here.
It doesn't even go here.
Also, let me throw something in there. This girl was like 29, 30 years old. Now, I'm not, anybody, you can go back to school at any age. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that, you know, she was too old to be in school. But you too old to be doing the stuff that you're doing and allowing your boyfriend to be walking around in our home with a bunch of females. Walking around with a bunch of 19, 20-year-old females, and you are 30 years old. He continued to smoke in the living room, right? That's one. So every time we walk in, he would either be in there smoking, or you can still smell the smoke. And it was just like, this nigga don't listen. Like, he don't even live here. Like, you can't abide by something, you know. It's not like we made a rule like, oh, you can't smoke. It's just like, can you, you know, do that somewhere else? We ain't telling you to stop smoking, but do that, not in the living room. So after that, it's when I start to get mad. I come in, you know, from class or whatnot. At the end of the day, I take my shower, my same little routine, take my shower, you know, fix something to eat and chill for the rest of the night, do my work or whatever I gotta do. When I come in the house, he's in the kitchen cooking. So the first thing that come in my head, like, what could he possibly be cooking in the kitchen? And then I thought, oh, he could, you know, they could have bought something from Walmart, because Walmart was literally right across the street from my dorm. He could have bought something from Walmart, you know, cooking something or whatnot. Not really thinking much of it. So after I get out the shower now, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go make me something to eat. Now, I didn't really like to keep a lot of groceries in there, because first of all, like I told y'all, it was nasty because of the roommate. Like, she left the kitchen. She never cleaned her dishes. She always had trash all over the kitchen. Dishes would be piled up in the sink, her dishes for days. Like, so I didn't even like cooking in the kitchen because it was just so dirty, and I wasn't cleaning up something that was not mine, because I clean up after myself. So I go in the kitchen and I'm about to make me something to eat. Like I said, I didn't really keep a lot of groceries in there anyway. So I don't know, it's like this bag of like Alfredo, I think it's called Zatarain's. And they got like a bunch of different types of pastas or whatnot. So I'm like, that's quick. All you literally gotta do is put it in a skillet, cook it, and then that's it. You know, season it up or whatever. So I'm looking like, where is my food at? All right, let me look again. Let me look through. Maybe somebody pushed it to the back. You know, people go grocery shopping and they move your groceries back so they can fit theirs, or they move it somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? Okay, it happens. So I'm looking. I'm like, where's my pasta? Y'all, why? I look in a trash can and my pasta bag is in the trash can. I look on the stove in a pot and that's my pasta. So now I'm like, y'all touching my food. Here's two things about you touching my food. One, I'm not a rude person. If you wanted some of my food, all you had to do was ask me. I more than likely I would have said no. You get what I'm saying? But still, you asked. That's one. Two, you know dang well that you did not buy no Zatarain's pasta. You know you didn't buy that. So what makes you think it's okay to open it up and cook it? You did not buy, like, I just don't understand. And then the thing is, it's not like we talk. It's not like we cool. And it's to that point where you be like, I could eat this and then replace it. Like, she won't mind. We don't even speak. So, knocking on her door. Open up.
Open the fuck up.
Because no, sis. So I'm like, hey, your boyfriend ate my pasta. She said something sarcastic, like a sarcastic remark to when I was like, your boyfriend ate my pasta or whatnot. It was something mainly along the lines of like, okay, I can get another one. But that's not what it's the principle of it. Like, there was no, oh, my bad, I apologize. It was more so like, oh, Walmart across the street, I can get another one. Girl, I don't care if Walmart was 2 seconds away. I don't care if you owned a Walmart. Your nigga don't need to be eating my food. So at this point, now I'm real flustered. You get what I'm saying? So now from here on out, like, me and my mom are real close, so I be called like, Mom, you gotta get me out of here, or I'm gonna blow up. It's gonna be an issue. You get what I'm saying? So now my mama is getting upset too, because she know how I am. She know I'm a nice person. Now you get me to a point where I'm getting ticked off. Okay, boom. So that happens. Eat my food. So after that, I'm just like, all right, she just got one more time. And that's it. She got one more time. One day, I go back to the dorm. I think I left. I think my class got canceled or ended early or whatnot. So, and we pretty much kind of had an idea of when each of us left the house, left the dorm, because you could hear when each other are leaving. So it's not like we knew each other's schedule like verbatim, but we knew like, okay, so-and-so probably coming in soon because they normally come in around this time, or so-and-so probably leaving out because I think they have class around this time. Like, we kind of, had a sense of when somebody was leaving or when they were going to come in. So this one time, she didn't have no sense of when I was coming in because, like I told y'all, my class ended early. It was either my class got canceled or it ended early. So I went back to the dorm, and I'm about to go put my key in the door, right? The door is cracked open. So I'm looking like, why is the door open? So I text my other roommate and I'm like, did you leave the door open? And she's like, no. I'm like, okay. All right, whatever. So I'm just thinking like, okay, this is weird. Like, maybe somebody just didn't shut it all the way, or whatnot. I go to shut the door. I go take my nap or do whatever I did, probably eat or whatnot. And then as I was, leaving back out, I made sure to lock the door. I came back later on and we were both in there. She asked me, she was like, did you lock and shut the door? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, I had it, cracked open for my boyfriend. Okay. And basically I'm like, okay. And she's like, yeah, so he can get in. Okay, mind y'all, this is a college campus, all right? This is a college dorm. Let me remind y'all of that. You can have people come in, boom, that's absolutely fine. But one thing that you're not supposed to have people who don't go to the school come in. I know people do it. I mean, shoot, I have done it. You get what I'm saying? But I was very respectful with it, and I didn't have people staying there. My visitors were simply just that, visitors for a few hours and then leave. You sneaking this nigga in, and then you leaving the door halfway open so he can come in. Let me tell y'all what's wrong with that. First of all, this is a college campus. There's going to be theft. There's going to be people stealing. Why would you leave the door halfway open when there are 3 other people living in here, and there have 3 other people's belongings in this dorm, in this house, in this apartment? Because that's what it was, like an apartment. Why would you leave the door cracked? So now I'm upset because she basically like, okay, I was leaving it open for my boyfriend. And I had to tell her, like, I don't care that you was leaving it open for your boyfriend because, ma'am, we have stuff in here. I don't know what type of cheap stuff you got in your room, but I got a lot of stuff in my room, y'all. Like, I even had a whole trunk in my room with a lock on it because of the certain things that I had. Now, what makes you think it's okay to leave the door halfway open so anybody can walk in? Like, and I mean, it wasn't like she shut the door to let the nigga know that the door was unlocked. No, the door was, she used to leave the door cracked. Who does that? Like, she was so stupid. At this point, it happens again, but this time I don't catch it. My other roommate catches it. So she's like, oh no, this ain't gonna work. This not gonna work. So we have another, little meeting or whatnot about everything that's been going on. And the girl was just real hostile, like, okay, I live here too. I don't understand why it's a problem with my guy coming in here. Da-da-da-da, and all this other stuff. Y'all have y'all peoples in here and stuff. Okay, that's understandable. But like I just told you, girl, our people don't stay. If I had anybody stay in my room, it was people that already lived in the dorm. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, if my friend Izzy would come over, he would stay in my room maybe overnight or something. If we watching movies or something like that, and he'll come, and my friend Michaela will come, and we'll all, maybe fall asleep watching movies in my room. Stuff like that. Like, it's not like I'm bringing in a complete stranger, and they're not staying there. They're just visiting. They're going back to their own rooms. Your dude is living there. So like I said, at this point, we like, okay, this is all too much. This is way, you doing a lot. And you're not catching on. We trying to be nice and you're not catching on. So then when we got to get smart with you, it's an issue. I'm in my room, not here knocking my door. And I could tell when I look at her face, something like, real, something not right. So she knocks on my door and she's like, so they came in and they searched my room, and when they searched her room, her boyfriend was in there, and it was a bunch of weed everywhere apparently. So of course, she got in trouble for that. So she's like, did you have anything about my room being searched or whatnot? And I'm like, no. I was upset about it, but I'm not finna go and, go to the office and be talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, no. And this is what this girl does. She's like, well, so-and-so told me that you said this. When she said so-and-so, she's talking about my other roommate. So I'm like, no, I didn't even say that. You get what I'm saying? Like, no. So I talked to my other roommate. I text her and she texts me back and she's like, she told me that you said this. So she's going to all of the roommates, basically trying to play us against each other to try to figure out who said anything. But the simple matter of the fact was nobody said anything. I don't know if the office caught on to who she was bringing in, because mind you, there was like, when you go, first of all, you have to swipe your card to get in. Anyway, you have to swipe your card to get in. So, and then you swiped your card to get in, there was people sitting right there at this table, and they would ask you your room number or your name, and they would look and be like, okay, you stay here or whatnot. So I don't know if they was catching on to her giving him her card to get in, or if they was catching on like, I've never seen you before. You get what I'm saying? Because at this point, we've been there for a whole semester. So you could tell who lives there and you could tell who do not live there. So I don't know if they caught on or not, but they checked her room. They found the boy there. He was in there asleep or something like that. They found a bunch of weed. The girl said like she had, bottles in there and weed and stuff like that in there or whatnot. She got fined for having somebody in there and having weed. And then the boy, I think he got like something for trespassing. I don't know if he, but I think they did get him for trespassing or whatnot. And like, he couldn't come into the dorm anymore. And she was like real flustered because she was like, he has to sleep in a car tonight. And he has to drive all the way back home. He was from, I can't even remember where. Oh, the girl was from DC. The girl was from DC. And it was crazy because I'm from Maryland. So it was just like, kind of like, before we met, it's like, oh, okay, we may be cool type of situation. But it didn't turn out to be like that. But yeah, she was from DC. I'm not sure where he was from. But she was like, he has to drive all the way back home. And when he gets home, he really don't have no place and this and that. And I'm like, Lord forgive me, but that has nothing to do with me, sis. Like, what do you want me to do? You should never have him in here. So the year is up, right? It's over with. We be finna move out, y'all. Why when we go to move out, this girl left everything. So when you move out of the dorm, you're supposed to clean up everything. So anything in your room has to be gone. If I leave anything in my room, I'll get fined for it because I am supposed to clean up and take everything out. Now, anything left in the common area, we'll all get fined for it because there's no way to tell whose is which stuff or who left what. So if it's in a common area, meaning the living room or the kitchen, we all getting fined a cleaning fee, which is like $150. So we all getting fined a cleaning fee, right? She left everything, y'all, like in the kitchen, everything. And then she also had trash bags of stuff in the living room, and she left. This is the last day to move out, and she left everything there. So we looking like, I know she did not leave all of this stuff, and we're gonna have to clean it up or we're going to get fined. So me and my mama is taking pictures of everything, so we can be like, well, we didn't leave this because I'm not finna get fined $150. And my other roommate, her mom was there too, and she was upset because she's like, I don't want to have to clean this stuff up. We had to clean the stuff up, y'all, because like I said, we didn't want to get fined. We did take pictures of certain things that we did not, we didn't even want to touch or anything, and like told the office or whatnot, like the leasing officer, so like that's not ours and we're not moving, because some of the stuff was way too big to move that she left there, and I felt like we didn't have to do that. I believe she was a senior. I believe she told me she was a senior, but I never heard anything about her graduating. I didn't even see her graduate. Yeah. I don't even think she graduated. I think she just ended up leaving after that whole situation happened with her boyfriend getting kicked out and her getting fined or whatnot. But I could care less, honestly, because I was just over it. So that tells my college roommate horror story, y'all. I mean, I felt so uncomfortable. I feel like the girl was low-key kind of crazy and her nigga was like a weirdo, because I don't know what they had going on, but he definitely was a creep. That sums up my story. If you want to hear another story time, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. And if you had a crazy roommate horror story, let me know down below as well. And make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I should see you guys in my next video. I can't do peace on either of my hands, y'all, because both my fingers are broke. My fingernails. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.